Nashville Public Library presents Storytime with the Professor. That's me. All right, ready to get started? Let's see, where is my juggling fun? Here we go. All right, gang, sing along if you know it. It's a great day to make some new friends. It's a great day to make some new friends. Are you ready for some games and fun to sing and read? We've just begun. It's a great day to make some new friends. Boom, 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 boom. It's a great day to make some new friends. It's a great day to make some new friends. Are you ready for some games and fun to sing and read? We've just begun. It's a great day to make some new friends. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us this week. I'm the Professor. We're doing Storytime from my house. Check it out. Behind the camera is my daughter, Rainer.
Hi.
Hi, Rainer. Let's start with a name game. We'll do Rainer first, just like this. Rainer, Bobainer, banana, fanner, fainer. Me, my, mo, mainer. Rainer. Okay, now I had a request for Eliza. Eliza. What a pretty name. We can do Eliza. Sure we can. Let's go with Eliza. Eliza, Bob, Eliza, banana, fan, for Eliza. Me, my, mom, Eliza. Eliza, okay now, one more name. Also got a request for Sophie. Just 2 syllables, Sophie. All right? We know the name game. We can do it. Let's hear it nice and loud. Here we go. Sophie, Bobo-fee, banana, fan, for Fofi. Me, my, momofi. Sophie, all right. Wonderful. Here we go. It's a great day to make some new friends. Ah, there it is. It's a great day to make some new friends. Are you ready for some games and fun to sing and read? We've just begun. It's a great day to make some new friends. All righty now, how many know the game Simon Says? Can you play Simon Says? Because we have a game just like it. It's called Professor Says. Same rules do only when I say Professor Says, so listen close. Professor Says, clap your hands 3 times. Professor Says, slap your knees 4 times. Now everybody, raise your hands really high. Oh, I didn't say Professor Says. Rainy, you should know better than that. Professor Says, say a big hello.
Hello.
That's a teeny weeny hello. Let's do a lot better than that. Professor Says, say a really big hello.
Hello.
That's right. It's a great day to make some new friends. It's a great day to make some new friends. Are you ready for some games and fun to sing and read? We've just begun. It's a great day to make some new friends. Yo! Art, 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 art. Woo! Wowza. Yes, indeedy, it is a great day to make new friends. And I have made a new friend. This young man, this fella, he's an author. Let's see if we can get him on the computer. So today we have with us Darren Farrell. Check out how his name is spelled up there above his head. Darren Farrell, author and illustrator. And here he is. Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you guys?
How are you? I'm terrific. How are you?
It's just a beautiful day outside, and I'm so happy, and yeah, I'm excited to be here with everyone reading.
Okay. Well, I'm in Nashville, and you're in
Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina. Wonderfully wonderful.
From here.
Wonderful. Well, I have read a bunch of your books. The library has a number of your books, and I'm so excited to have you on the program today.
Thank you.
Well, let's take a look at some of the stuff that you've written in the past here.
Mm-hmm.
Dandelion Magic. What's that about?
Yeah, that's my new book. It's coming out this upcoming April, and it's such a fun book. It's the first time I've ever worked with an illustrator. So my other 4 books, I've done all the illustration work, and then this book I worked with Maya Tatsukawa, and she is just fantastic. And this book is interactive, so you can actually blow on it and like cool things happen, and you send this little boy on an adventure, and yeah, it's so much fun. So it's all about, you can take a dandelion and blow on it and make wishes, and the wishes come true. Some of them go right, some of them go wrong. Right. It's a really fun one, and so we're actually taking a couple of characters from that book and pitching a graphic novel series here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so great. Speaking of characters, this is a fun one. I'm familiar with this one.
Yeah,
Lettertown.
This is a seek and find adventure, so there's a story that kind of threads through the book, but it's also this world of like 300 characters, and they're all the shape of what the first letter of their job. So you've got, like, on this cover, Cowboy C, or Bus Driver B, or Underwear U. That's an underwear model.
Oh, I got you.
U. And yeah, that's a really fun book. This book, actually, the detective from this book is going to be coming to Audible soon. So he's going to have a little detective series later this year.
All right, we'll have to check that out. We'll have to check. What's the name of it?
It'll be called Lettertown Detective is the title right now. So he's a really bad detective, and hopefully you can help him solve some mysteries.
Okay, good. I love that stuff. How about this one?
So this is a book that I created with Skype and with an advertising agency in San Francisco. So he is he's a squid that can play the saxophone, and like a lot of bad things happen to this saxophone, and he has to kind of figure out how to get it unclogged. And he doesn't quite know what to do with the saxophone when he first discovers it under the water, but he sort of uncovers this like really amazing talent that he has, and he becomes this saxophone playing squid. And so this was part of like a big advertising campaign, global advertising campaign for Skype, where like it was a real book that people, like if a parent was traveling on business, they could take that book and read it over Skype.
Over Skype.
The free book that Skype released.
Right. You see, kids, before Zoom, there was a thing called Skype. Wherever it is these days, who knows? All right. Okay, what about this one?
So this was my very first book, Doug Dennis and the Flyaway Fib. I gave him a nice Southern two first name, Doug Dennis, Ben Bobby. And it's about a sheep who tells a really small little fib, a lie, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets out of control, and it sort of fills up his speech balloon, his cartoon speech balloon, turns into a hot air balloon, and he gets kind of taken away from his friends, away from his town, up into the sky, and sort of has to learn how to tell the truth and be honest and apologize.
Right. So it's a cautionary tale.
Cautionary tale, that's right.
Okay. And here's this one.
So my son and I invented this book. We lived in Korea for 7 years, but this book got invented in a Korean taxi on our way home one night. We were just watching the moon go in and out behind buildings, and he was pretty young at the time, and so we started yelling at the moon, telling it to stop following us. And then I just thought it would be really fun to make a book about a bear in the woods yelling at the moon, telling it to stop following him around. So it's kind of like a story. He's sort of stealing food from people in the beginning, and it's kind of like his guilty conscience. And this book also is sort of, he has to learn a lesson about sharing.
Okay, good. So now we have Thank You, Octopus.
Yeah, Thank You, Octopus was my second book. This was like my love letter to New York City. So I did all the art for this book when I had moved. The very first year I was in Seoul, South Korea. And so the backgrounds are all New York City. And sort of it's an ode to a friend of mine in New York City who always played pranks on people, who's a really funny guy named Pete. And so he's sort of like my inspiration for the octopus. But it's a really fun, silly book. And we're going to read that today.
And you're going to read it today. And I'm going to head back to the drawing board.
All right.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. So I hope you're ready for a really silly book. This is my book, Thank You, Octopus. And so you can see it stars this octopus right here and this boy. And when you first open the book, you can kind of see New York City floating by. You can see all the different boats in New York City. And then on our title page, we see our tugboat. So this is actually where the boy and the octopus live. They live on this boat. This is their home. And right now they're traveling down the Hudson River in New York City. And so it's just about to be bedtime. You can kind of see the sky's getting pink. It's turning into night. And so the octopus is looking over here at these little alarms, and he sees that the bedtime alarm is going off. You can see it going off. So there's high tide, low tide, ebb tide, and bedtime. And that bedtime alarm is going off. And so the octopus says, "Bedtime, ahoy!" He loves bedtime. He's so excited. He's even holding little flags that say, "Hooray!" and "Bedtime." But the boy does not love bedtime. He's kind of upset. He wants to keep playing Go Fish. They're just hanging out on this boat playing Go Fish, and they're drinking banana milk, which is something you can get in Korea. It's delicious. It's really sweet. It's like milk, but it also has banana flavor. So he says, "Bedtime, ahoy!" And the boy says, "Ah, pickles." He doesn't want to go to bed. But the octopus wants to make his friend happy, so he picks him up, and he starts to carry him toward the bathroom, and he says, "But I made you a nice warm bath." And the boy says, "Oh, thank you, octopus." And the octopus says, "Yeah, I made you a nice warm bath of egg salad. Woo-hoo!" And they jump into a bathtub filled with mayonnaise, mustard, eggs, crackers, which might be kind of a gross thing to take a bath in. And so the boy is not too happy about that. He says, "Oh, gross! No, thank you, octopus!" But they land in the bath full of egg salad anyway. And so the octopus is stuffing his face with the bath water. He's just eating lots of egg salad and enjoying himself. But he sees that his friend is not too happy. And so he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll dry you off." And the boy says, "Oh, thank you, octopus." And the octopus says, "Yeah, I'll dry you off with my tuba." And the boy says, "Whoa, no, thank you, octopus." We can see there's a little starfish in the window just kind of looking in going, "Holy cow, what's happening here?" There's some crazy stuff happening in this bathroom. So he kind of blows all the egg salad off the boy. And then he goes and they get their towels and they're kind of drying off. And then he says, "Here, I'll help you put your PJs on." And the boy says, "Thank you, octopus." And the octopus climbs up on top of the Statue of Liberty and he says, "I'll help you put your PJs on the Statue of Liberty, that is." And you can see the boy's underpants and t-shirt are on the Statue of Liberty. And then the boy is way down here saying, "Hey, no, thank you, octopus. That is so embarrassing. Get my underpants off the Statue of Liberty right now." So the octopus climbs back down the Statue of Liberty and he sort of goes back onto the boat. You can see the wet splotches from where he walked on, and they're putting their pajamas on the right way. And the octopus says, "Now I'll brush your teeth." And the boy says, "Thank you, octopus." And the octopus says, "With paintbrushes." Ah! And you can see he's painting the boy's teeth yellow and purple and pink. And he's painting his own teeth blue and yellow and pink. And he's so happy. And the boy says, "Oh, yuck! No, thank you, octopus." That's a gross way to brush your teeth, right? So he's so grossed out. And then they go inside their bedroom, inside the boat, and they sit down on their rug. And the octopus says, "Or how about I read your favorite book?" And the boy says, "Oh, thank you, octopus." And you can see, if you look really closely, that they're reading Doug Dennis and the Flyaway Fib. And you can actually see a Doug Dennis stuffed animal back here. And you can see a Ben Bobby stuffed animal. Those are the two main characters from that book. But he says, "Oh, thank you, octopus. My favorite book. I can't wait." And the octopus says, "I'll read your favorite book in robot language. Bleep, blop, blarp, boop, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop." And the boy says, "Ay, ay, ay." And then the octopus climbs into the boy's rocking chair and he says, "Better yet, you look really tired. Let me rock you to sleep." And the boy says, "Thank you, octopus." And the octopus says, "Rock and roll you to sleep. Good night, New York City." And the boy says, "Wah!" And then they walk over to their beds. They have these bunk beds on the boat. And the octopus says, "I even made sure there are no monsters under your bed." And the boy says, "Thank you, octopus." And the octopus says, "Yeah, that's right. I put them all in your closet." And the boy says, "Wah!" And there are all these monsters in his closet, even though they look like pretty friendly monsters. And so this is kind of like the last straw. After all of this, the boy is so frustrated with his friend, and he says, "No, thank you, octopus!" He's so upset. And so we have to think, like, how does this make the octopus feel? And when we look at the octopus, we could tell he feels a little bit bad that he made his best friend so upset. And so he's kind of looking down at the ground and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry." And the boy says, "Oh, octopus, let me give you a hug." And the octopus says, "Oh, thank you, buddy." And then the boy says, "A bear hug." And the huge grizzly bear bursts into the room, picks the octopus and gives him a big squeeze. And he says, "Wah! No, thank you, buddy." He was totally surprised. And then, so it's kind of funny because the boy gets the octopus back at the very end of the book. And then we can see that they have both climbed into their beds, and the boy and the octopus are in their beds. And the octopus says, "Good night, buddy." And the boy says, "Good night, octopus." And then the octopus says, "Hey, don't forget to say goodnight to the bear." And the boy says, "Oh, thank you, octopus." "And your dirty socks, octopus, and the monsters in your closet, octopus." So I kind of think they don't go to bed all night and they just stay up being really silly. And at the very end of the book, you can kind of see all the boats are sailing out to sea. And then the octopus even plays a little joke on me at the end. And you can, at the very, very end, on the back cover of the book, so if you're looking at this book from the front cover and you count how many arms the octopus has, you'll count 7. And we all know that an octopus needs to have 8 arms, right? So where's that last arm hiding? Well, if you turn the book over, you can see that the octopus is playing a trick on the boy. He's putting a little sign on his back that says, "Tickle me." And you can see the boy saying, "No, thank you, octopus." So in the front, the book title is "Thank You, Octopus." On the back, "No, thank you, octopus. Still by me." And that's "Thank You, Octopus."
Wonderfully wonderful. That was so great.
You guys like that? Did you like that book, Brian?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I love your enthusiasm and your energy. You are really, really good at that. That's wonderful.
It's a fun one to read.
Oh, yeah. And I love how you set it all up, and I love how you tell the story. Wonderfully done. So I'm going to bring this up here. Here is your website, darrenfarrell.com. Make sure you get the right number of R's, N's, and L's to get to the right place. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on your website. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, so a lot of coloring pages there soon. It hasn't been released yet, but you can sign up for a whole year of Lettertown coloring pages.
Oh, wow.
So you'll just get, it'll be automatic. There'll be an email every day, and you can have a really fun page to color from Lettertown. So a new character every day.
Okay. Now, before we go, do you have any advice for our young ones who want to write their own stories or draw?
Yeah, I mean, I my advice is just draw, have so much fun, draw things you love. And I think, as you start to find characters that you really enjoy drawing, you'll think of stories for them and take notes. Think notes about things that are happening in your life, funny things that happen. If you spill a jug of orange juice one day and just write down the funny, weird things that happen in your life. And, you'll find ways to weave those little things into stories eventually. Right. And so like this book, like I said, is sort of based on a good friend of mine named Pete. He's just always playing pranks on people. Not that any of these pranks from the book he actually did, but, I sort of took inspiration from real life and thought about a character, and I turned him into an octopus.
Right, and then you made it. And there it is, right in your hand. That's marvelous. Well, we'll have to get you back again and maybe do some arts and crafts. That would be wonderful.
Yeah. We can make a Lettertown scene or something like that.
Okay. Well, it's just been a real treat having you here today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. All right, gang. Let's see now what JJ the Lamb has for us today.
Hi, JJ here. With Cat, of course. We have another nursery rhyme for you. Don't we, Cat? Yeah. It's the one about the dog. Oh, I said the magic word. It made her go away. I talked about a dog. That scares her a little bit. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare. And so the poor dog got none. Don't ever say that to Tommy Dog. He doesn't like that rhyme very much. It makes him cry. Yeah. There's an airplane coming. Spread the love, everybody. Mwah. Airplane.
Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Boy. Sorry I was a little late today. I was on the phone. That's right, I got a phone call from someone I don't even know. They were telling me that the warranty on my car is expired. I don't even have a car. I used to have a car. I used to drive a monster truck. But I sold it to pay for my beautiful dental work. Don't be jealous. Anyhow, I just thought it would be nice to... Yes? Can I help you?
I'd like to talk to you about the warranty on your car.
Ah! Get out of here! Move it! Get! Move it! Go! Professor! Where are you, Professor?
Whoa. Lots of goings on there today. Don't want to get in the middle of that. Well, it's time to do a rainbow, but my friend Simon requested this time we use crayons instead of markers. How do you think that will work out? Let's find out. Start our song. Grab your crayons. And let's see what happens. How about it? Let's make a rainbow, a rainbow, a rainbow. A beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. All right, Miss Rayner. What's our first color gonna be in crayon?
Red?
Red. Red is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. Let's get another one.
Pink?
Pink. Oh, that will go nicely with the red. Oh, look at that. Pink is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. All right, what other color shall we use?
Orange?
Orange. I'm glad you said orange. Orange is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. Oh, that's looking good. What do you think?
I think yellow.
I think yellow. Yellow is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. All right, what else?
How about green?
How about green? That's Cedric's favorite, if you don't know that already. Green is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors. Come on, let's try. Now, let's see. One more color, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, one more.
How about blue?
How about blue? Good ending. Blue is a color that's found in a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow so high in the sky. Everyone, let's make a beautiful rainbow with favorite colors and a whole lot of fun. A beautiful rainbow high in the sky. La 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 la. There you go. How's that look, Simon? I think it looks very nice. A rainbow of crayons. Well, that brings us to the end of our story time today. I'd like to thank the Nashville Public Library. That's where I work, and I do puppet shows there. And it's all thanks to this guy, Tom Tishner, and his puppet, started back in 1938. I'd like to thank our special guest, Darren Farrell. Thank you so much for joining us. Wasn't he fun? I'd also like to thank Dave Patton, who wrote the Rainbow Song, and It's a Great Day to Make New Friends. I'd like to thank JJ the Lamb for joining us this week, my daughter Rainer for running the camera, and just a reminder that you can go to the Nashville Public Library Facebook page and the Wishing Chair Productions Facebook page for more story times to sign up and watch. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Bye-bye.